First maneuver we do during a high show routine is called a half Cuban 8. It's intended to show the impressive maneuverability immediately after takeoff, as the jet is heavyweight. After accelerating for 350 knots, I pull the nose to 60 degrees nose high, and then at 2,000 feet above the ground, I pull the stick full aft to command maximum nose rotation over the top of the maneuver. As the jet is now pointing downhill, I roll upright again, completing half of a figure 8 towards show center, which is why it's called the half Cuban 8. One of the key characteristics of the F-35 is stealth. Depending on which type of mission we're flying, if we want to maintain our stealthy signature, we have all of the weapons inside the weapon bays. This pass simply gives the crowd a glimpse inside the weapons bays, which can each fit a 2,000-pound bomb and an air-to-air missile, the AMRAAM. Just like it sounds, the high-speed pass is just below the speed of sound at 0.95 Mach, which is approximately 650 knots or 750 miles per hour. After passing the crowd, I pull the nose to pure vertical for the quick climb, rapidly decelerating to 150 knots and climbing over 10,000 feet in just a few seconds. The minimum radius turn is exactly what it sounds. It's intended to show how quickly the jet can turn and to show how small of a turn radius is required to complete the 360-degree level turn. Entering just over 400 knots, the jet finishes the turn in about 15 seconds. And then I immediately pull the nose to pure vertical for the lightning loop maneuver. At just over 3,000 feet above ground, I pull full aft on the stick to command maximum nose rotation over the top and show how quickly the jet can point its nose using the high AOA capability. The dedication is simply an arcing pass from crowd left to right or vice versa. Just below the speed of sound at 0.95 Mach and 300 feet above ground, it's the only pass that starts from behind the crowd. The dedication is meant to give the crowd the best view and pictures of the topside planform of the jet. And if we're lucky, depending on environmentals that day, it's one of the best passes to see tons of vape coming off the top of the aircraft. Still one of my favorite maneuvers during the routine, the eye-to-eye or inverted-to-inverted pass is an upside-down pass straight and level in front of the crowd. Starting at 300 feet above ground, I pop the nose up slightly and then perform an unloaded roll until wings level inverted. I push the stick forward to maintain level flight inverted, which equates to negative 1G, which means I'm hanging upside down in the seat straps. Always a crowd pleaser, the pedal turn is one of the more impressive maneuvers that shows off the flight control system on the F-35. After pulling the nose to pure vertical, I pull the stick full aft and laterally left or right in the direction of the pedal turn. I simultaneously put full pedal in the direction of the turn as well, which commands yaw from the flight control computers. Based on those commands from the stick and pedal, the F-35's flight control logic determines the best combination of flight control surfaces to execute this high AOA and maximum yaw maneuver. For the square loop maneuver, we try to show the jet's rapid maneuvering capabilities while transcribing a square through the sky. Starting a loop in the pure vertical, I then pull the jet's nose over to hold inverted flight across the top. Again, pull the nose to pure vertical straight down. And finally, recover to level flight, completing the last side of the square. The opposing rolls pass consists of 3 360-degree aileron rolls and a straight and level pass in front of the crowd. Entering at 400 knots and 300 feet above ground, I pop the nose up slightly, execute an unloaded full lateral stick roll, ending upright after 360 degrees of roll. Immediately after, I reverse the roll in the other direction, and then finally one more roll in the opposite direction.